The National Institutes of Health is the nation's medical research agency, making important discoveries that improve health and save lives. Housed on 322 acres in Bethesda, Maryland, the NIH main campus has the feeling of a small city. There are 75 buildings on campus, all identified with a designated number, and some named for individuals who were supporters of medical research. The Wilson Building, Building 15, is named for Luke and Helen Wilson. Wilson's vision to bring NIH to Bethesda was achieved through 4 gifts totaling 90 acres of land from their country estate, Treetops, to the federal government beginning in 1935. Building 1, the James Shannon Building, was completed in 1938 and dedicated by President Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Dedicating this institute, I dedicate it to the underlying philosophy of public health.
The NIH office of the director is located here. The Lawton Childs International House, Building 16, is also known as Stone House. Built in 1930, hundreds of eminent U.S. and foreign scientists are invited here each year to confer with resident researchers and conduct advanced studies in biomedicine and international health. Building 31, the Claude Denson Pepper Building, houses many of the 27 institute or center directors, their staff, and other support services, including the NIH Division of Police. NIH maintains its own campus fire, emergency medical, rescue, and hazardous materials services in Building 51. Shuttle services are provided throughout the day for employees, patients, and visitors. Additional shuttles provide connections to various off-campus facilities. The William H. Natcher Building, Building 45, houses the NIH Visitor Information Center. It also houses the Natcher Conference Center, a state-of-the-art facility that includes a 1,000-seat auditorium and video teleconferencing suites. The Lewis Stokes Laboratories, Building 50, is like many modern campus facilities designed for intramural research. Its open floor plan allows workstations to be located directly next to lab benches and exterior windows. The National Library of Medicine, Building 38, houses the largest biomedical library in the world. It contains one of the world's finest collections of old and rare medical works. Its print and electronic resources are searched billions of times each year by millions of people around the globe. It also conducts training and research in biomedical informatics and health information technology. The largest building on campus, and to many, the heart of the NIH campus, is Building 10. It's the nation's largest hospital focused on clinical research, covering 3 million square feet and employing more than 2,500 professionals. For over 60 years, it has produced cutting-edge treatments for the world's most deadly and damaging diseases and trained thousands of researchers working around the globe. It provides compassionate care for 10,000 patients a year. This is the National Institutes of Health Clinical Center. It combines 2 distinct structures. The original building is the Warren Grant Magnuson Clinical Center. The adjoining structure to the north is the Mark O. Hatfield Clinical Research Center, which opened in 2005. Both buildings were named for legislators who were powerful advocates for medical research. The North Atrium, where patients and visitors typically enter the clinical center, announces the distinctiveness of this building through its open space, abundant sunlight, the calming and inviting courtyards on either side, and a welcoming aroma from the coffee shop. The first floor consolidates all services that patients require upon admission to or discharge from the clinical center. The Hatfield side of the clinical center is designed to bring research scientists as close as possible to where patients are being treated and receive care, what's called bench to bedside, or B to B. This space between the patient care section and the laboratories is intended to promote easy and informal collaboration between clinicians and scientists. It embodies the center's distinctive mission to rapidly translate scientific observations and laboratory discoveries into new approaches for diagnosing, treating, and preventing disease. In these labs, and others like them throughout the clinical center, physicians and researchers have made medical history. The development of chemotherapy for cancer, the first use of an immunotoxin to treat a malignancy, the identification of the genes that cause kidney cancer, leading to the development of new targeted treatments for the disease, the demonstration that lithium helps depression, the first gene therapy, the first treatment of AIDS with AZT, and the development of tests to detect HIV, AIDS, and hepatitis viruses in blood, which has led to a safer blood supply. Approximately 1,500 studies are in progress here today, about half of them the first tests of new drugs or medical treatments. The rest are long-term studies of diseases, including many rare ones, that will lead to better understanding of how they develop and to improvements in prevention and treatment. The patients at the NIH Clinical Center are viewed as part of the team, partners in research. To be here, they must meet all the parameters of a research protocol. Patients may see as many specialists in a week as they'd see in months in an ordinary setting, and all study-related expenses are covered. The pediatric department has been specially designed to make the clinical center's youngest patients feel more at home. The ceiling overhang was designed to make the hallway seem cozier, and the hand railings and countertops are set at a lower height. Colorful light fixtures unique to each room allow a child to identify their room without needing to memorize a number. Like all clinical center patients, they also enjoy state-of-the-art bedside entertainment that gives them access to TV, movies, email, internet, and games. Supervised playrooms give children a break from their daily treatment schedule and a chance to play with other kids. Patients are also offered academic support from NIH Children's school teachers who coordinate with the patient's home school. Individualized instruction is available in either the patient's room or in the school's classroom. Pediatric outpatients and their families may stay at the Children's Inn, which lies just past the main entrance to the clinical center. Run on donations, it's a place like home. Guests make their own beds and their own meals. It allows children to stay together with their families during serious illness, reducing stress and facilitating healing through mutual support. The nearby Edmund J. Safra Family Lodge provides a similar home-like respite for families and loved ones of adult patients. NIH recognizes that it's important to care for the mind and spirit as well as the body. All faiths are welcome at the 7th floor chapel. Chaplains are on duty around the clock for individual spiritual care and prayer, as well as conducting regularly scheduled ecumenical, Christian, Catholic, and Jewish services. Purification rooms are available for Muslims to engage in ritual ablutions before prayer. Arrangements for faith-specific needs which staff cannot address are made upon request. The patient library, also on the 7th floor, offers thousands of books, magazines, and newspapers. Patients and caregivers can check out materials or just relax with a good book in the welcoming environment. They can also access the internet at one of several computer stations. In addition, music and movies are available for checkout or delivery to patient rooms upon request. NIH staff have their own library on the 1st floor, an OpenStax biomedical research library that supports researchers with a collection of online and in-library resources. A bioinformatics support program provides researchers with powerful tools to analyze their data. The library also has translational and editing services to help in the preparation of research articles and manuscripts. Treatments at the clinical center depend on a steady supply of human blood. In a typical month, the center uses 600 units of red blood cells, 2,500 units of platelets, and 100 units of plasma. To ensure the demand is met, hundreds of volunteer blood donors visit the NIH Blood Bank. The NIH Clinical Center is a national treasure, an expression of the country's thirst for knowledge and its desire to make that knowledge useful to the world. The Clinical Center has earned the Lasker Bloomberg Award, the nation's highest award for public service, and was recognized for sustained and singular contributions to health. That unique combination, dramatic breakthroughs by an institution committed to the long haul and in service of a caring desire to improve human life, is the thought and the spirit that animates this vast enterprise.